Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Hey, alert 33. No. Off. Shift.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Check the backer.
Point it right.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Tighten up.
Hey, alert. Check.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
You better get in the weight room, son.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6. That'll be complete to Breida. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Parker is the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Second and 10. They'll set up a screen for Breida. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Raiders are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And getting this just shy in midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Check. Good dash. Go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Hey, alert! Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Regular. Hey, alert 33. Mike 51.
On third down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll give it to Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, alert! It's a safety creep.
Check.
Recon, 132 fighter. Shit.
Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On the ground, it's Chubb. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got his man. It's Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. For the base. Hey, watch your leg. It's 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A good pickup there at 22. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. The point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
To throw again on second down. Mayfield got his target, Pierre Garçon. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check. Lucky.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Watch the shift.
Joker. Watch twist.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Let's get it. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. I got you, son.
Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Slam.
Run.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, alert 33. He's coming.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mayfield to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker in the final seconds of the first half as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. No problem there on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run it again with Chubb. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. He gets this one to Garcon. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired. That's a big game. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 33 yards that time. They'll run with Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Here we go. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Check. Regular.
They'll start on the ground with Balazs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Real.
55 to Mike.
Come on. You better bring it. Mike, 55. Right there.
Right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Flushed out right. It's caught by Garcon. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
180. Alert.
Mike 51.
Mayfield now from the 50. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They run, Chubb, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 43. Kill. Say. Check 3.
Real.
Rush in.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now Balaj. And an alley to run. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught by Williams. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. The guy has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
It's Williams on the catch. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, here's Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A try here for the extra point. And And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Dolphins 36, Browns 22.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run again with Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Team 6. Team 6. I got it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
I got it.
Now Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the problem's